Welcome, my friends, to Orcs, a deck building roguelike that is heavily inspired from the board game world by Carcassonne, and then in the video game world a little bit by Loop Hero. We're going to have a hand of cards that we can play down onto the board to become tiles to build our empire, strategically design castles to be able to defend from hordes and hordes of orcs that are coming at us in a tower defense style situation similar to They Are Billions. This game is mashing together all things that I absolutely love. Let's dive in. There's going to be 4 total factions right now in early access. We have 2, and you only get access to the second one after completing Act 1, which we are going to be doing right now, playing as the Rune Wardens. Our playstyle here is that we're going to be able to build powerful castles and then empower them further with runic upgrades. You open the book and it shows you the enemy, and he is not alone. 3 guardians, 3 acts, very conveniently aligned. He stands there balefully staring at you through the pitch black void that separates you. Let us continue. So we have a branching path that we can potentially take, able to get upgrades, and then spaced out with combat encounters. Here we're going to begin at the Medea Plains. I'm sure a very simple opening for us. We will banish the orcs back from whence they came. All right, let's pause it very quickly. The game is real time, but you can pause it. Make sure that our HUD here is looking good. I don't like conflicting with the beautiful art. There we go. We'll keep the webcam somewhere in here. Honestly, I could throw it in the corner. I feel like that's better. The only thing that you're missing there is the redraw button, which is a hotkey. I only have limited charges of it. If it becomes important, I will make comment to it. So this is our opening hand of cards. We have our town center. We have to defend this at all costs. We have a timer for the wave down here in the left. Cards left in the deck right here, a little bit of a mini map, and our objectives in the top right. What we want to do is we want to begin a quick construction of a road to get out over here. We have to build next to the vault to be able to see what it will offer us. We have to be next to it. We do get to see here. As we play cards, we'll be able to draft new cards into our deck, which is going to be fantastic. And then we're going to want to start planning out a castle for early defense. We're going to want something we can tell the direction that the orcs are coming from. We can also, if we hover over here, I believe, see what card we're going to draw next. Let us go ahead and slap down the quick castle wall here. Start playing the game. We immediately draw to refill our hand. How large do we want this castle to be? If we go with one of the larger structures, it's going to be a lot more expensive. I think that we just quickly build. And I have already played through the act once. Still a little bit of a learning process for me, but I hopefully can keep us informed as to what is going on. Honestly, I want to redraw here. The way that we get money is we get a trickle, just a very slow, you can see the timer down here in the bottom left, counting up of 1 per couple seconds. As we complete roads, they will be able to give us more, and then we have farmland and villages that will be able to do more yet. We could build the militia regiments just right outside of the town center to be able to protect that. We get another road, and another straight road, and another straight road. And we have our first, well, we have 2 runes here. These are things that we could cast to be able to improve the castle. If you see the 2 grayed out circles there, the larger the castle, the more runic enchantments it is capable of holding for us, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and build this wall as well. And I'm finally getting sick of these. Once we build a signal wall, let's redraw to be able to try and get something that'll make us a little bit more money. Man, we didn't even draw for that. Okay, here we go. Village. So village is going to act as an end to the road. The road has to have an end. It ends at crossroads, villages, and there's going to be a couple other things that'll just mark an end to the village road. But then the village itself is also... So here we see the money ticking up. That's for the road completion. And then more money ticking up. This is specifically from the village being built on that road, and it scales based on the size of the road. We were able to build something quite nice there. We can reactivate that road through that spell. We're basically taxing the road there. Otherwise, it will not make money for us. Again, we have to continue to build new structures to be able to make more money. And here we have expanded our castle. Even though it was technically completed and closed off before to be finished, we built alongside directly adjacent to it. And that tower, the one keep that is connecting the 2 at the center, now says we are 1 building. We're going to go Rune of Gust, give us a little bit more attack speed. And then to be able to defend against these guys, actually, let's go a little bit more econ and try and figure out what's going on at this location. We're going to go farmland here. Farmland offers us a straight bonus but it also acts as a road end. So it doesn't care how large a road it's built on, but it does help us close off roads and gives us a nice little padding of money. So as we continue to play cards here, we will be able to expand and get those delicious upgrades. Draft the new cards into the deck, and the Orcs are near. This castle should be fully sufficient to fend them off. We've currently maxed out. I want to pause quickly to be able to assess where we want to build next. I'm not sure where the second wave is going to come from, but I suppose just building a new castle right next to the town center is always a good idea. Your buildings will automatically repair in between combat waves, and they repair for free, which is quite nice. So if we have the money, we might as well slap it down, and then we should build some runes here to empower this. So we've got damage up to 11, range of 6. Damage over here of this castle is 5, also range of 6. They're about the same size, so that extra damage is coming from the runes that we've cast on them. If we take a closer look at, well, that's going to auto-pause. Let's zoom in and just watch the carnage unfold. We have our militia that are ready to leave the town hall to defend us. The castle, cutting these orcs up with their fire arrows, and then the gust, the wind, should be providing an additional attack speed. We could upgrade it with additional health here out of the Rune of Rock. I suppose we'll do that. What you can also do is if the orcs happen to destroy the castle, you can give it the extra health and then it's back up and firing for you for at least a short time. Fantastic. First wave is completed. Let's take a little bit of a dive into the card mechanics here. So the card in the top left is going to show us how much it costs. And then we have here these green arrows, and then this one's turned red. That is a charge system on the card. So the card can be played twice is what it's telling us until it is destroyed and then is taken out of the deck. So if I play this, it will be destroyed. The red shows that it has already been played one time. Currently, all of our cards do have charges. So everything in our hand we can't keep building forever is what it's effectively telling us. But this one with 2 charges, after we build it, it's going to go into the discard pile, and then we'll have a reshuffle to be able to play it one more time. Let's see. Another indicator. Orcs are coming from the same direction. Let's expand our beautiful castle. It is serving us very well right now. Maybe we could even get a small castle off here to the side. I would like that. I would like that quite a bit. We will snake the road over. There we go. You got the animation of a card. Actually, these are cards being destroyed because all their charges have been spent. But then there's going to be some upgraded versions of cards that don't have any charge system. They can be played an infinite number of times. Usually they're more expensive. In the case of the roads, they're not even more expensive. You're always going to have a couple road cards to get you started. And there, we completed the quest. We'll get to draft a new card. This gets added to our deck forever. For the rest of our little roguelike run, we're going to have this. I want Scriber Guild so bad. This is a super castle, open on 4 castle sides. So this is how you can build an enormous hub. Very healthy, very powerful. It also gives us +1 hand size, which is tremendous. These 2 for making money, also great, but I want the unique card here. We'll upgrade the militia camp. It can be upgraded like 3 times, I believe, to be able to hold more units. There's the Scriber Guild. I don't know if we're going to be able to build it in this battle. That might be a tall ask, but why not try? Why not try? What if we were to do something like, hang on, planning? I'm thinking. He's thinking. We'll get the rune up here. We'll get the single wall connected there, and now we need to find a pseudo opening for us to be able to get. Okay, the diagonal wall could be what we're looking for. Yes, we'll build out here, and then I get the Scriber Guild over here. Now it's a single charge thing. You only get 1 Scriber Guild. I mean, that just makes sense. We'll play all these roads. Connect you. Ooh, okay, maybe we're biting. Oh, we can connect it. Yes, yes. Larger. I feel like I'm Rick. I'm obsessing. It has to be bigger and bigger. Always bigger. 3-way crossroads would give us a little bit of a shot of money that could be useful if we build like so, and then we get the farmland out here. Waiting for this to come. Now, I can speed the game speed up, but right now we're planning our constructions. I don't feel like we need to speed it up. Here they come. And then there's going to be additional wave coming from over here. Maybe we do want to keep extending this castle out and around. I mean, this is like going to get inhibitively expensive, but it could still be done. These guys aren't going to stand a chance. Not a chance. Out of Osterchen. I do love that they name the fortresses Greyguard. Yeah, we've got a lot of damage pumping out them. Let's go ahead and get the runic upgrades. A little bit of the runic upgrades. Build a militia camp, understanding where the next wave is going to be approaching from. And it's just that easy. Yeah, these early waves are going to be no problemo. We'll see how we end up cutting things in the video. Oh, at the block tile. Look at that. We cannot build here whatsoever. The game kind of told me that's a bad thing. I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing. It does mean that you're spread a little bit more thin. That probably is not the best thing for you, but it doesn't mean game over if you're not building in the absolute most efficient manner. You just have to still be able to protect your town center. And we should be fully capable of doing so with this current setup. I don't know, maybe I'll build around a little circle. This seems to make sense to me. Do something like this. I got a diagonal wall. What am I going to do with a diagonal wall? I guess, yeah, well, let's build out. Let's get the farmland, the remote farmland. Yeah, that's going to be the sacrifice to the orcs. Upgrade that militia camp. Be able to get a little bit more money coming in. Start finishing off this castle. We need 2 more single walls. So one hops in right here. This one, unfortunately, because it's connected with the roadways, will not be able to be placed here because that would conflict. The single road and then the road that wants to meet it would block me from being able to construct it. So you see if I draw this out, the only place I can build it is out here. And I don't really want to build it out there. We will wait. And as we wait, oh, I can connect this. That was something that I was waiting on, but just didn't notice that it was ready to be completed. Another connector wall? If I draw a diagonal, it'd be kind of amazing, but I don't know. Maybe we just build it over here. And then, yes, we can get a smaller fortress over here to protect this flank from this coming wave. Okay, very good. Hang on. Ah, this single wall with crossroads is also locked off because of the lake. You cannot build in the lake, obviously, so the road that tries to run directly into the lake would be a dud. Let's redraw, try and find what we're looking for. Well, we kind of found it, as long as I draw a ton of connectors. Do I do an immediate redraw now to find this connector? Hang on, we need this single, so we do like so. Now I have to find this connector. So we redraw once, I have 2 more redraws, 1 more, and 1 more. And we found it, yes! Ah! Ombrevale with 30,000 health, 17 damage, and 6 range is gonna just annihilate the opponents. Overkill much? Well, maybe. There we are. Our first is complete. You guys can check the timestamps as we are trying to cut things up and complete a run in one video here for Act 1. We get a little bit of leveling in between to develop our deck, and then we'll be back into combat. I'll have that all marked for you guys. So we have 1 scriber guild. I feel like getting 2 would be overkill. This is our spoils for the battle. We have to draw 1 good thing for our deck and then 2 bad things for the opponent's deck. The orcs actually get cards as well. I like the chapel. I'll explain why as we look at it in a sec. Here we have to pick which one of these we want to give over to the orcs. All orc damage is increased by 50% when they draw this card. They have a chance to draw the card on the advent of any wave, and then add a Curse of Greed to the player's deck. The Curse of Greed, if we play it, it's going to be a brick in our hand. It costs 10 gold to be able to play, and it will increase the corruption of the world, which is a mechanic that both makes the orcs stronger, but also gives us more powerful rewards as we're trying to level up our deck. It's a double-edged sword is how the game explains it. Doing a very high corruption run can be very rewarding, but it also means that you're up against pretty impossible odds. I don't like orc damage increased by 50% either, though, so maybe we go Curse of Greed. Okay, now we have 2 more curses. Add a Curse of Faith. Curse +1 per tier orc card on mission, and +5 corruption. Nasty. Curse of Glory, 30% per tier more orcs in the next wave. Okay, so do we want to fight even more of the little blighters, or do we want to have a lot more corruption? They're both fairly nasty, but I feel like I kind of need to measure the amount that we're fighting with the corruption. And then the chapel here is beautiful. So you build this alongside a road. So you have to have a road down, and then you build this on the road. It improves the road tile, and you get 3 delayed gold for each developed tile in a 3x3. So you have a tight 3x3 grid. For every one that you have built up, you're going to get a bunch of gold. So putting down chapels once you've already have a developed region gives you an enormous shot in the arm of an improvement. An old battlefield. Your route brings you across a vast field, filled with rusty weapons of another age, and craters left by the adepts of void magic. Your royal advisor figures that some of the remains could be of use. Select a tier or a spell, a tile or a spell. Let's get a faction tile. What do we want to spell? Let's do the tile. We got the gold metallurgy, yes! So we have a village or a 3-way crossroads. We're not taking either of those. Look at this. The gold metallurgy, this is amazing. It's interactable. You cast 1 card on this building and gain 1.5 delayed gold depending on the card cost. It is absolutely fantastic. We can build this up and then have kind of a developed area right around the town center and then castles around all of that. And then we can keep feeding cards to the metallurgy to be able to keep on making money. I love it. I love it. Now we have to choose. Do we want an artifact or do we want an upgrade for our card? So we have our deck here. Our deck is locked. We can only change it through events and battle situations. You always have the same starter deck, etc. You might actually be able to make some changes in the later acts because you unlock new cards. There's a very large catalog of cards and then multiple factions, which increases the catalog of cards further. But I'm going to go for the artifact here. Artifacts are just amazingly powerful. That was their warning about corruption, and here we can see the potential benefits of corruption. Right now, as we're drafting an artifact, we're only able to get 1, but if there was 50 corruption in the world, we would get 2, and if there was 100 max corruption, we would get 3 artifacts, which, if we take a look here, are very, very powerful. We have Orc Ascension. Buildings and warriors have 20% more health. Orcs have 20% less health. That is amazing. Tile Mancer, generate +1 tile vault at the start of the mission. Interesting. And then larger pockets, increase the amount of cards in hand by 1. Generate +1 tile vault at the start of the mission. I believe that is going to be either we just start with a larger hand or what we're guaranteed to draw into is larger. But I feel like Orc Ascension is just so hard to pass up. We are tougher by 20% and orcs are weaker by 20%. The fact that it's both tells me that this is the way to go. All right, we've got the arrow locking us into the dark swamp, battling bow orcs and orc besiegers. I love it. As you venture forth, you found an ancient runic obelisk. Your record keeper advises you to call your subjects and conduct a weather manipulation ritual. Oh, hey, all right, what's the weather? Sure, heavy rain. I don't know, we're fighting up against archers and besiegers, something to mitigate range damage, but then my castles do range damage. I don't know. So here's the curses that they have. We got that set up. Let's check the effect of the weather. Water, Sephiroth +3, global range reduced by 30%. So yeah, it is decreasing the amount that our castles are going to be able to help each other, but it also means that the orc archers have to come right up into us as well. They've got their cards. We have the Orc Ascension and a minute here until the orcs choose to attack. So let's start building over to the vault. The vault did great things for us before. That was just a cue on the weather conditions. Let's keep on building here, and then let's cap this farmland off. Open the vault and start rolling in it. So this is also 15 cards to be able to get new cards. Yeah, just give me even more money, please. How would we like to defend from this wave? It feels a little weird. We've drawn all roads. I guess, okay, we have this one. We do have that beginning. There is the metallurgy. I feel like building this in the center just makes so much sense. We've got to try it. Now, with this mountain range, I feel like getting a castle over here. Probably we want one right next to the town center as well. That feels like it'll be important. Not enough gold. This is fine. Let's get this crossroads. We get a little bit more money coming in. I don't necessarily want to build the village immediately, if I can help it. There we go. The village will double the amount that you earn from your road being completed in delayed gold. So I would like to build it on a slightly larger road network if possible. Here we get 2 tiles. It's something. We need the gold now. And now we have a beautiful position for our chapel. it's going to check all the tiles around it, and if they're developed, make us money. Oh, 20 gold coming in. I love it. Then keep building this road around. Get a single wall up. I would really just like to complete these castles so that, yeah, they give us a lot of sight range. Okay, this mountain range, not very large. Not very imposing. We'll get this mini keep up. So we now have the keep of Tutenork and Underblum. Build this around. Here we go. The Scriber Guild is ready. And we've built so many that we can draft a new card. Draft a new card, please. There it is. Get the reward. Let us grab additional Lord Share. Could be really fun. So could the chapel and so could the... I love the militia. I like all of these options. None of them really head and shoulders above the rest. I think we'll just play with the militia. I do enjoy the militia quite a bit. Being able to get those guys out. Now, how would we like to work this? Let's build this castle. Setting up additional road routes, but then also a good position for the Scriber Guild. I want to get that set up because it gives you that +1 hand size. And then we should really work on improving this militia camp to be able to defend from the orcs coming in on this direction. Then I can keep on extending this and turn the castle into a wall. You know that's when you're at the golden age of defenses. When you can start just treating your castles as walls. So heavily defended. Let's get the single wall up here. This is all, none of this is going to help us against this wave, so maybe we should instead invest in some of the runes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Get a little bit of attack speed up. I love it. Play these roads. Okay. We have another chapel here. They get the Curse of Greed, dropping that down into the deck. I wonder if that resets or if that's going to keep on stacking as we do multiple battles. Well, only one way to find out. Let's get the chapel in again. 24 gold will soon be ours. Am I worried about these guys? I don't know. It looks like the militia should be able to chop them up because they have to run in so close. And then our keep is fairly defensible here. Let's start completing this keep. There we go. The art in this game is just absolutely gorgeous. Looking in at the castle, we have the little statues. So nice. It really does feel like a Carcassonne, digital Carcassonne, which I'm totally fine with. Let me know in the comments if you guys are Carcassonne players. We need to extend our keeps up here to be able to defend from these waves. They seem to be coming from the exact same direction again. So, can I connect? It looks like we're just kind of bottled off. So we'll have to build just a new castle here. They will not be merged, but that's okay. Tax the roadways yet again. Tax the peasants, my liege. Get that locked in, and then play the crossroad here. Yeah, we'll finish off that road. Be able to then extend this direction a little bit. I mean, it doesn't hurt us to get some vision out here. There's the Curse of Greed. So that's kind of locked into our hand, except the Metallurgy. We haven't interacted with this yet. So what we did is we had to pay the 10 to play it in here, but then it's going to give us 1.5 times the card's value back, but you don't get the card effect. Which is, it's perfect for the curses. As long as we have this gold metallurgy, we can handle all the curses. It's going to be very fun to work with this. Let's go farmland here, and then village out here. And then let's get some improvements in terms of runes. Attack speeds up. Expand the militia's barracks. This diagonal wall is not helping us. But I do want it out of the way to be able to draw into better cards like this single wall. That's what I wanted. Lord Share, keep on taxing the roadways. Do I want to use this Rune of Rock? I mean, maybe. I suppose we could start finishing up this castle. Is this going to trigger again? Yes, at 45 cards, it triggers again. Fantastic. Let's build just some roadways out alongside. Oh, okay, so the road's not going to be able to cross that tile, it appears. That's fine. Then We can get the farmland. Yep. Confirm. Very nice. This castle is going to look a little wonky, but that's all right. Probably just set up a militia encampment right outside the town center to be able to defend there. Honestly, we could do this. Connecting wall. Why not? And we get to draft yet another card. I feel like this is good as long as we're drafting premium cards. We're improving the deck overall. It does mean that the deck continues to bloat, and then the ratio of cards get thrown off a little bit. Rune of Frost. Damage enemies move and attack 30% slower. It's that attack 30% slower that's really getting me. I like that idea. That way, the big beefy orcs, like they're champions, because they're going to get some really large varietals. Or just like these guys. These huge siege guys, if I injure them with that Rune of Frost active, then can I actually cast runes on militia counts? Well, we'll have to test that next. But basically, if we injure them and we have Rune of Frost active on the thing that injured them, we would be able to slow down their attack speed, which seems ideal to me. We have one more wave to go. Excellent. And the enemies are coming from the exact same direction. Okay. I thought that these castles on the other side of the board would be useful, but I suppose that is not the case. Keep on upgrading these. Oh, there's the Curse of Faith. Okay. Curse, +1 per tier orc cards on mission end, +5 corruption. Well, there we go. The corruption, +7. So there, we're looking at the world corruption up here. Let's go Rune of Frost onto the big castle. I love it. Let's extend this one a little bit. Oh, we could finally, yes, we could connect them. It would be the horseshoe castle. All right, now we're thinking in castles. Let's get this down. Curvy road. What else do we like to build? I kind of need a little more money now. I wasn't sure if that was ever going to happen. What do we like? What do we like? So if we get the big connector, then I think... No, it still won't connect. The mountains are going to prevent us from being able to merge with this little keep. So Tuten Rock will stay tiny for its entire life. But, I mean, that's okay. We'll play down the farm. I think just playing the farm outright is a little better than feeding it to the metallurgy. But that could be debated. Okay, let's cap this off. And then throw down the runes. Yep. Upgrade me. Upgrade me. That burns the runes fully. Alright, send forth the militia. We will not fall this day. Humanity stands for another dawn. Let us continue. Drafting once again out of combat. I don't want multiple scriber guilds. I might honestly want more single walls. More orcs, but later. Spawn additional waves in the current mission. Okay, or more swarms. So more orcs now or more orcs later? Interesting. Interesting. We can certainly handle more orcs, probably in either situation. Let's go more swarms, rather than extending the length of our missions. And then I could take another Curse of Greed. I like the idea of feeding that to the metallurgy to be able to make the money. Lady of the Lake. Along the way, you find a lake that wasn't supposed to be here according to your map. You find a passage past it, but it is guarded by a ghostly woman. It seems she will not let you pass without some kind of offering. So I can chase her away to add corruption, or I can remove a card from the deck to remove corruption. Let's add corruption. We were only at 7 corruption total. That bar is right down here. So I feel pretty good here. Now we get to choose. It looks like once we picked left, we don't have to stay left. We can hop back right. So we either enchant a card with an available effect, or pick another artifact. We already saw the artifacts. Let's look at the enchantments. So required corruption was 25. We were a little short of being able to get 2 here. We can enchant infinite. Remove charges from the card, making it infinite. Increase the cost of this card by 5 and add 1 cost per cast until the end of the mission. So we can play this card forever, but it's going to be a lot more expensive to do so. And some of the other enchantments here are Vigor. The card will receive 3 bonus charges. This card will always be in your hand at the start of battle. This card will not be discarded when you press the redraw. And this card will be put on top of your draw pile after you play it. Increase the cost by 1 for each loop until redraw. Interesting. So you could play and play and play and play 1 key card for yourself. What do we want to be able to play forever? It's an interesting question. Is it militia? I don't know how strong the militia really are. Okay, honestly, I'm going to put it on the militia regiments. I don't know how useful it is, but the other castle cards and tile road cards seem to be well balanced right now. And then the rune cards, when you exhaust their charges, they actually upgrade to level 2 and you can keep on playing them. So they are quite contented the way they are positioned. We're going to the Dark Swamp up against the Giga Orc and the Orc Tanky Boys. All right, time to bring the Daka. As you venture forth, this is the weather ritual once again. Void, Pyre, Snowstorm, Sandstorm. They don't tell me what the effects are going to be. So what do we want? What do we like? What's good? Honestly, the Void Pyre just seems incredibly interesting, so let's see what happens. More Swarm. Yep, they have quite the deck. Quite the deck is established. Okay, Void Pyre. Darkness, Sephiroth +2, Sacred Sephiroth +2, Global Vampirism +15, all cards cost -1. Oh. So I assume that Global Vampirism means that as you deal damage, you heal. Will my castles heal? Are my castles vampiric? Questions I never thought would be answered, but now they will be. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Get you up there. And then... keep on snaking our way across. Orcs are going to be arriving from this portion of the map, so a little keep right behind the town center seems agreeable to me. We could establish a village for some money, quick cash. We can make this keep a little bit larger, and there we are. The animation of the Void Pyre looks pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and establish the tax, establish the metallurgy, and now we might be able to connect these castles by building the Scriber Guild in here. We'll see. We'll see how well that actually works out for us. Get this road snaking out to the shrine. Construct 2 castles, and then we get the quest reward. Yeah, we get to draft new tiles as the reward. That seems to be common across the shrines. I'm not sure if it's actually true for all of them, or is just what they are running with here in Act 1. But we have to get next to it first to be able to unlock it. So I suppose we're just sitting here waiting. I could build the Scriber Guild. We're quite rich right now. And then start establishing the wall positions. This castle is going to be enormous. It's just going to be enormous. That chapel will make us a lot of money once we're able to hit it. There we go. Get the chapel rolling. We could also just go ahead. I mean, these upgrades are cheap. And like I said, if we're able to exhaust all the charges on the runes, we get the upgraded versions. There's our lovely Rune of Frost, a special draft for us. And here is the Militia Regiment. Maybe that upgrade was not great for the Militia Regiments because it makes them so expensive, and they had 4 charges already. So now, instead of playing 4 charges at a much lower cost, I have to pay a premium to be able to play it forever. Yeah, maybe that was a bit of a mistake, but we will try and press through. There we go. Give me the farmland. Open the vault. Let's see. And so right now, because it's just been opened, even though we've completed 2 castles, it only counts your progress once you have opened the vault. So I have to build 2 new castles to be able to start drafting new cards. Certainly doable. That is kind of the name of the game, is building the new castles. Let's get these out. Let's go ahead and just play the cheaper militia regiment. It feels so bad that I'm going right to the cheaper one after I paid for the improvement on the card. Quote unquote improvement. But it doesn't seem to be favoring us. They draw more swarms. So this initial wave will have a lot of the little guys. Lock that in. Potentially connect these roads. Here they come. Might as well. We've got the money right now. Keep on upgrading these. We only get 3 runes on this. Interesting. 17 damage. You're still doing more damage because you've been upgraded with the runes. But your attack speed is lower and you don't have the frost. Little gimmick. Play the chapel. Make some more money here. If we're going to be paying for these extremely expensive militia encampments, we need to be on top of our money generation. I think we just finish this one as a little one to make progress toward getting a new card. Tax this one long road that goes out to the shrine with a vault. And then let the orc, these are the tanky boys. Warriors, tanks. They don't have shields though, do they? Okay, we got them. The next wave coming from this direction. Time to reposition some of our defenses. Let's get out here. Oh, no, I can't. I can't build that here because it's walking right into the forest, but it's like forested mountain, so it can't be cleared away. That's tough. Tough luck. Connect this. There. That's a way to be able to complete it. And that's another way to be able to complete it. Fantastic. Now, I could actually... no, I couldn't. Never mind. Never mind. My idea was stupid. What do we want to play? It looks like they're just giving us a lot of roads right now. So we focus on econ. Extend these. Some straight pieces. Now, we haven't drawn the scribe. No, we have. We have the scribes down there. But we can get these 2 extension walls side to side, which is kind of interesting. It effectively does the same thing as the big 4 block. But you have to match those. Let's get some militia up here. Let's get some enchantments up here. And then let's complete the castle. We have a new enormous keep. Hang on. Osterchen. Keep Osterchen. And because we have completed the keep, we could get the Fountain of Life. Aura 3x3. Increase health regeneration by 16 per second +1 to Water Sephiroth. Now the Sephiroths give you like global bonuses as you're able to enchant them and get them into play. We'll take it. Neither of the other ones were really speaking to me there. Let's keep on getting these militia regiments involved. And I think we should be able to handle this just fine. Farmland completes this little dud road. There we go. Well, we can let the money tick up and watch the wave be destroyed. Militia marching out to do battle. I need to complete 3 more keeps to get another new card. We might do it, we might not. We only have... No, we have 4 waves to defeat this round. Okay, so we might actually do it. And we're maxed out on money, so I should be like spending on stuff. Let's see. Let's get the village going. What we really need is to get these runes paid through. Alright, we'll increase corruption. I'm okay with this. There we go. Fountain of Life. Keep the regeneration order rolling. And then I want to cast all these runes to be able to get them to the upgraded versions. Hey, we won! And now the enemies are coming from this direction. Okay, so we can begin work on yet another new keep. I love it. Start extending this. Looking strong so far. Build a village to keep us paid up. New militia camp to help reinforce. Militia camp to help reinforce. Let's get some roads rolling. Tuck this in the corner. Curve this around. Get the farmland up. Upgrade the militia camp. Alright, I feel like we're just playing smooth as butter here, guys. We'll get these. Yeah. Okay, Rune of Rock still needs a little bit to be upgraded, but that's okay. We can extend this. Have the castle wall established. And actually, I'm going to go with the diagonal wall. Get us a little bit larger here. There's the upgraded version. Rune of Gust. So then we have plus 45 attack speed. I believe the level 1 was only plus 20. So significantly better. Significantly more expensive as well. Let's get this crossroads so that we finish a road here. And then let's go ahead and play the castle plus crossroads combo. Oh, I can't do it because of the mountains. We have to do this. Okay. New keep established. Now we want to be able to get our runic upgrades onto it. And I suppose a few more. We're going to lock this space out. Yep, that's fine. I don't mind. They got the Curse of Greed added into our deck. I'm not worried. Get these runes out there. The beautiful thing about the runes now is they are eternal. Oh, you know what's also really fun? Is we could put this really expensive... Hang on, where is it? Have we not built our Metallurgist yet? We've not been able to build the Metallurgist? I don't see it. I wanted to feed the expensive militia. Oh yeah, it's here. It's hiding behind the castle. So I can feed the expensive one over, and then it will start a nice gold generation for us. So we pay 10 up front, we get 15 ultimately out of it. And here is Giga Orc. Alright, Giga Orc, show me what you've got. You've got trees growing out of you? You're like Orc Father Time? Fascinating. How about we upgrade our damage? Oh, now he's mad. Oh, he has multiple stages? What is happening? He has a laser? They came to bring the DACA. And now we can revamp this curse. We have yet another band approaching from that same direction. So we can layer our castles now. One upon the other. Get this established. Try and get a road through here to be able to connect as well. Complete this side of the keep. Beautiful. Get a little farm out front. It was very cheap property. You serve as a buffer. A no man's zone for the incoming orcs. And now we could actually fit in yet another one if we so choose. If we get the right cards. It would be fun to try for it. It actually would. But I also kind of want to spend money on upgrading these. Okay, we got one of the improvements that we would like to see here. Also, I should probably just feed this militia regiment over. It's going to take up so slowly. Or hang on, we could feed this one over. Yeah, let's feed that one. That's Curse of Greed again? We got 2 greed curses? That feels harsh. We're almost able to nestle in the tri-keep, the trilogy of keeps. Trilogy of keeps, the trinity of keeps, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. These are actually doing the same damage. But we get a lot more arrows firing out back here. They're able to layer properly. The farm is even doing its helping. Nope, they're not attacking it. Giga Orc is mad. Giga Orc, I don't understand if you were actually hurting us or not. That remains a mystery. But it was competing against you. It was very fun. Ah, we got that victory. Stage 2 complete. We're up to 28 world corruption. Hopefully that's not too bad. I don't know what I want. Village, Lords, I'd probably take the Lord's share. And then we've got, I really don't want them regenerating. But I also don't want their damage doubled. Okay, they regenerate now. Add Curse of Glory. Spawn additional pack of orcs from the Shield Clan. Okay, you get Shield Clan orcs. Sword in the Stone. You're riding by the ruins of an old Median stronghold. Median stronghold. When one of your guard notices a curious sword planted into a stone in the middle of the castle yard, fueled by curiosity, you dismount and examine the sword yourself. It looks like a typical old sword, but something tells you there is a secret behind it. Artifact. Basic sword, +2 damage to all units and buildings, +1 Earth Sephiroth. Well, yes, I take. We can upgrade a card to the next tier. We can upgrade 2 cards to the next tier. What do we want to be able to upgrade? Interesting. We could upgrade to Men-at-Arms, a regiment. They get Fury, Roadside Military Camp, Advanced Infantry, Gold Scale. Upon casting a card, it increases cost by 1. Yeah, okay, because that was because of the upgrade. I'm going to look through the upgrades here, and we're going to talk about the most interesting ones once I've had my fill of the cool things that we can do. Okay, so the breakdown is, if you upgrade a rune, it becomes more powerful and more expensive, and it loses its charges. If you upgrade roads, they just lose their charges so you can build them forever. If you upgrade castles, they get significantly more health, but also become way too expensive, I feel like, to be practical. And then if we upgrade the Men-at-Arms, they become more elite infantry, villages make more gold, the Lord's Share makes more gold, the Scriber Guild +2 to hand size and 10 times more health provided. Chapel makes more gold, Fountain of Life heals more, Gold Metallurgy makes more gold, yada yada yada. I want to have the better infantry, and then I would actually like, there was one of the roads that was a little unique that just made it cheaper, and I loved that. Where are you? Here it is. The 3-way crossroads just becomes 3 gold cheaper, and we're gonna take that. We're gonna bargain shop, and that's how we're gonna beat the orcs. Into the final battle. Special encounter, defend your main castle. There are actually 2 vaults here, fighting up against the Shield Clan and the Arrow Clan. We've got it all. The Giga Orc, the Besiegers, the Bow Orcs, the tanks. It all comes down to this. What do we want? Apex Sun, Twilight, or Earthquake? Apex Sun. We will fight them in the sun, not in the shade. The arrows will make it still shady. That's what we're going for. Oh, I don't like this. The vault is way over here. And then what is this? Okay, we have to go over there to see what that's about, right? Right, guys? Let's build over here. And then take a straight line. And then, okay, they're going to be coming from 2 different directions. So we need multiple keeps very quickly. My experience from doing Act 1 once before is that this level is hell. This level is absolutely hell. Apex Sun is giving us a decrease to the tile cost. That might be what we need to affect a victory here. I'm hoping that it is. Because if not, we're in deep trouble. Okay, let's get this going. Much larger keep right up here. We're gonna just keep on building frantically this whole game. The Scribers Guild, are we gonna be able to finish that, do we think? Let's get a little bit of gold coming in here. This crossroads is free because of the Apex Sun interaction. Ooh, the diagonal wall is gonna make it expensive. Okay. That's okay. I think. We'll still build it down. And then we'll get this in place. Do I want to use any of these runes early? Probably. We'll get these out there. We do have a completed road to be able to increase our tax on. So let's do so. Well, that's going to be too expensive. Let's take a redraw. We're stuck with Fountain of Life. We're kind of stuck with the Men-at-Arms regiment here. Give me the redraw. Men-at-Arms come right back. Great. We get the village here for a nice influx of cash. Nestle a curved road up here. Straight road out here. Tax this road right here. Get the metallurgist employed. Honestly, you guys are just gonna make us money right now. Okay. This is a very interesting castle. One of the more unique ones that I've ever been able to craft. I like it. And let's get the curved road going up here. We want to build toward this shrine and then build out towards whatever this is. It looks pretty dark and foreboding for us. Also, hang on. What is, oh, that's another shrine. Amazing. We'll have the crossroads over here. This one was gonna start building this way. No, that's not the direction that I wanted. Like so, there we go, perfect. Get another chapel maybe? Yeah, get some more money flowing that way. Single wall, so I have to find the diagonal to be able to make that position work, which is a little tough. We'll keep going here. Now let's see, if we can just keep on, ooh. Yeah, let's build like another keep out here. This will be a new construction zone. Get this set up. It should help. I hope that they have the range to be able to assist each other. Get a charge of this gone. Tax right here. Wow, we're just steamrolling this. Okay, health regeneration. On this keep that's so close to the town center, that feels important to me. Let's get it going. We could also potentially get a keep established up here, and that could be quite good for us. Get this going. Oh, so we don't need to build out here. Oh, is this the boss? Oh, he's gonna pop out right here. Oh no. Okay. Let's get a quick castle over next to him. My experience is that trying to get to shoot him early, the bosses early, is like very important. Let's get the farmland. Now let's get the farmland out here. That way we're able to open up this vault. So what are you giving us? A secret reward is given each time a quest is completed. We have to construct 7 new roads. 7 new roads? All right, what do you do, my guy? Orc Brutaka. Oh, and he destroys the castle in 1 hit. Okay, well this seems like really, really hazardous. Let's try and get some of our guards out here. Upgrade this. I'm still looking for the diagonal, which is a nightmare to find apparently. After it was so prevalent before, I feel betrayed. We'll extend this over here. We'll feed this to the metallurgy. Tax the road. We have to keep on building to be able to cycle our deck. It's gonna get distracting and these orcs are just not gonna stop. This is the final wave. This, I feel like, is how the game is really meant to be played. Everything up to this point was child's play. Oh, we got through? And he's gonna pop up here next. All right. Aha, the keep has been established. Gorgonde is ready to drop the orcs. We should probably keep on upgrading these men-at-arms that are right in front of the town hall. And we definitely need more damage out of this keep. And it's been damaged, so let's bring that back up. And it's right back to being destroyed. Fantastic. Straight road, give it to me. Village, connect me to this vault. I wonder what these vaults give you. Okay, redraw 9 times. 9 times? And then we get new spell cards. Okay, so I can get new spell cards out of you. I can get secret rewards out of you. The secret reward to me just sounds more enticing. So let's try and complete like a bunch of little dud roads. Maybe that will be helpful. Let's build this. There we go. Upgrade the men-at-arms camp yet again. Give me the farmland. We're actually completing a lot of roads here because we have so many little tiny ones. Like this right here, that in the middle is 1 road. It's great. And we have yet another militia regiment ready. Okay, we actually won that. We should probably get some militia out here to try and fight this guy. I don't know if that'll slow him down, but I would love to try. I'm down to try. Get these upgrades in place. Okay, we're so close. We just need 1 more road. And we've got it. What is the secret reward? Come on, come on. What is this? Okay, are you fooling with me? There! Select a card to upgrade to the next tier. I don't know if I want something necessarily upgraded. I mean, it could be a castle position. Yeah, it's probably a castle to be like significantly healthier. If we take one of these single walls up, where's our single wall level 2? There you are. You're gonna cost me 15 gold, but provide 10 times as much health. So, I'm just praying that I don't regret that one. And now it's done. It's been upgraded. It's done. Okay, 8 seconds until this next wave. We've done great up till now. We should build another castle up here where this big baddie is gonna appear. That's for sure. Get a little village in position. Feed this over. Having Apex Sun is really fueling us. I feel like the weather conditions in this game change things so dramatically that it could make this final battle a completely different experience if you're not playing with some really insane weather like this. And I feel like Apex Sun is just incredibly good. Global damage increased by 50% and all tiles cost -2. So I'm getting -2 cost and I'm doing more damage to them. I'm taking more damage, but the damage evens out in my opinion. And there, the orc is already down because he takes 50% more damage. And I'm able to build all these extra defenses because everything is so cheap, so very affordable. We're gonna get another orc wave from off this direction. Let's try and get these upgrades in place. Also, these new men-at-arms, I feel like they're doing great. And a very cool thing about the game is you can highlight individual guys. Like, it's simulating every individual unit. Very fun. And he's gonna appear right in the middle. I mean, he's not long for this world. He's gonna get killed immediately as soon as he pops out. I'm not worried. Opponent is coming in from this direction as well. Can we extend this keep a little bit for me? I would love that. I need more money though. Okay, well, no problem. We just build a road to nowhere. Typical government stimulus program to be able to get extra money by upgrading our infrastructure. Let's see. I could extend this castle as well with this little piece. It's kind of nice. We can upgrade here. Wow, I keep getting this extension castle element that I don't love the connecting wall, as they are calling it. Let's get the gust. So the attack speed here is incredible, though we'd really want the Rune of Embers on it to be able to do some more damage. We also need some money. How are we going to be able to get some more money? There's the single wall with all the health on it. I mean, this is free. I can just keep on smacking down these tiny ones, even though it only gives me, what, 1 gold for how big it is? It's something. Yeah, look, it's just spawned to die immediately. Whoa, that health bar is gonzo. Wow. Okay, now he's gonna appear out here. That's gonna be a little bit harder to deal with, but is it gonna be that much harder to deal with? I don't know. I feel like we're in just a great position here to be able to close out the rest of this game. Let's get this going. So we have road network here, just like Swiss cheese. I can connect this, make a little bit of money. We can go straight here. We could even loop around if we get the perfect draws. I'm over here planning out castles while the orcs are attacking, but I feel confident. Our defenses are very powerful. Our keeps are quite strong. This one is the one with really high attack speed, so I want it to get a little bit more damage. This one could use a little bit more attack speed, so let's get that balancing act going. You don't want to index entirely on one side or the other. They complement each other. Exponential growth, that's what we want to be able to harvest. And now I probably just want to burn the militia regiments into the gold metallurgy. Make some more money back. Is this? No. Okay, so we're going to have 2 more stages. The next one and then 1 final stage. I'm a little worried, but I think we should be okay. Let's get a little keep out here just to kind of distract him. Maybe take him down a little bit early. Very similar to how we handled him last time. Keep on building the farmland. This is where all of our farms have been developed. I love it. The aesthetics of this game. Top notch. Top notch. Yeah, we could make this grow a little bit. Some interesting diagonal expansions. And this hole in the ground is now dead to us, but that's okay. We'll lock this off, get the connector in place, get another farmland, all the farms, right in this position. Is a wave going to also crash against this fortification? Not really. Let's just, hang on, I'm not able to finish it? Why am I not able to place you here? That's an interesting one. I'm not sure exactly why it's not allowing me to complete with that specific card. But this castle right here, Greyguard, has been so heavily upgraded. It's doing great work for us. Also, Obervale's doing a little bit. Now, all these parts are just kind of getting wasted. Laid to waste. Curse of Faith. Sure, I'll play it. I don't mind. Are they actually attacking these castle parts? I guess it's slowing them down to turn them into rubble even though they were not completed. If I build... Maybe it's actually heavily to their advantage if they destroy it without it being able to fight back. Like if I complete it, will it get full health? Or is it only going to get the health of this one element that I add? No, it gets full health. We're close to it. I got 10,000. I built that element for plus 4,000. Alright. He's been taken out again. He's going to appear over here. Right next to our masterfully built castle. One of the true originals. This one we can just keep on improving. We could also get yet another side defense to be able to be a thorn in his side. And we will have enemies approaching from both directions. I feel like as long as we get our runes up, we're going to be in a great position. Let's get this road completed for a little bit more money. Use that money to then trade the militia regiment for more money. And continue with the farmland. Make this a little bigger. Oh, it's so good. Connect here, and then we'll do the single wall right here to be able to have two positions firing upon him at once. The Brutaka. Oh, the orc names. It gives me great Warhammer vibes, even though it's not Warhammer brand. But the orcs are orcs, guys. More shields are going to be appearing. This is fine. I don't mind. Get a little bit of extra attack speed here. He's charging his attack. He's waiting. I'm sorry, buddy. One attack and that's it. Victory for humankind. Brilliant. I think, really, the choice of weather might have been the most impactful thing that we did in that situation. You come back to a book of clarity, it beams and opens in your hands. If we remember, it said that there were 3 opponents, and so we started this looking at the book. As the light rays reflect on your face, you feel even more clarity. You feel wiser, tranquility enwraps you. As you drift into sleep, you hear a distant voice. You gained a lot of insight, but most important is yet to come. Act 1 completed. Finish the campaign. Rune Warden victory. 1,075 orcs banished, 376 cards played, and 5 vaults have been unlocked. We were able to find... You have unlocked new cards! Yes! The new axe will have new cards. So we have everything from the orc side. We got the basic sword, the orc ascension, architect camp, roadside, reduce the cost of tiles by 1. Dawn, next tile card is free. So Dawn, I believe that you go through a day and night cycle with the orc waves. The orcs attack at night, and then you have Dawn and back and forth. Merchant contract, target road, delays enemy waves by 1 based on road length. Interesting. +1 card in hand until drawn. Delay wave by 10 seconds as a road end, and spearmen regiments. We get basic guards. Fantastic. Well, we're going to have to play through Act 2 to be able to play around with these new toys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Subscribe to see as we play through Act 2, Act 3, test out the new we have a second faction to be able to play with. There is a lot in this game to be able to unpack, and I'm honestly just loving the deck building roguelike combination of Carcassonne and Loop Hero, and they are billions. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.